Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing fine, and today we're gonna continue with the third part of Reading Matters. Sorry, next to Reading Matter. All right, let's do this. Fergus, who owned the ice and sulfur match concessions of the Republic, says he'll keep me company. So, in the jungle, not jungle, jungle, G-A. So, in a jungle of mule train bells, we gallops into Oratama, and the town belonged to us as much as Long Island Sounds doesn't belong to Japan when TR is at Oyster Bay. I say us, but I mean me. Everybody for four nations, two oceans, the bay and isthmus. Isthmus. No idea what is that. And five archipelagos around had heard of Judson Tate. Gentleman adventurer, they call me. I had been reading up in 5 columns of the yellow journals. 4,000 words, 40,000 words with marginal decorations in a monthly magazine, and a stickful of the 12th page of the New York Times. If the beauty of Fergus McMahon gained any part of our reception to in Oratama, I'll eat the price tag in my Panama. It was me that they hung out paper, flowers, and palm branches for. I'm not a jealous man. I'm stating facts. I'm stating facts. The people were Nab u Hedzaners. Nebuchadnezzars. They beat the grass before me. There was no dust in the town for them to bite. They bowed down to Judson Tate. They knew that I was the power behind Sancho Benavides. A word from me was more to them than a whole decade-aged library from East Aurora in sectional bookcases was from anybody else. And yet, there are people who spend hours fixing their faces, rubbing in cold cream, and massaging the muscles, always toward the eyes, and talking in the slack with tincture of benzion, and electrolyzing moles. To what end? Looking handsome. Oh, what a mistake. It's the larynx that the beauty doctors ought to work on. It's words, more than words. Talk more than talcum. Talcum. Words. Palaver more than powder. Blarney, more than bloom. That counts. The phonograph instead of the instead of the photograph, but I was going to tell you. The local Astors put me and Fergus up at the Centipede Club, a frame building built in post, sunk in the surf. The tide's only 9 inches. The little big high-low jacks in the game of the town came around and no note out starts with KOW node. Oh, it wasn't to Hermes. They had heard about Judson Tate. One afternoon, me and Fergus McMahon was sitting on the seaward gallery of the Centipede, drinking iced rum and talking. Judson, said Fergus, there is an angel in Autorama. So long, says I. As in, it ain't Gabriel. Why talk? As if you had heard a tromblot. It's the Senorita Annabella Zamora, says Fergus. She's a lovely as hell. Bravo, says I, laughing heartily. You have a true lover's eloquence. To paint the beauties of your inamorata. You remind me, says I, of Faust's wooing of Margaret. That is, if he wooed her after he went down the trapdoor of the stage. Judson, said Fergus, you know you are as beautiless as a rhinoceros. As beautiless as a rhinoceros. You can't have any interest in a woman. I'm awfully gone on Miss Annabella, and that's why I'm telling you. Oh, seguramente, says I. I know. I have a front elevation like an Aztec god that guards a buried treasure that never did exist in Jefferson County. Waukegan. Waukegan. But there are compensations. For instance, I'm it in this country as far as the eye can reach, and then a few perches and poles. And again, says I, when I engage people in a set to of oral, vocal, and laryngeal utterances, laryngeal utterances, I do not usually confine my side of the argument to what may be likened to a cheap phonographic reproduction of the ravings of a jellyfish. Oh, I know, says Fergus, amiable, that I'm not handy at small talk, or large either. That's why I'm telling you. I want you to help me. How can I do it? I asked. I have subsidized subsidize, says Fergus, the services of Senorita Annabella's Diana, whose name is Francesca. You have reputation in this county, Judson, says Fergus, of being a great man and a hero. I have, says I, and I deserve it. And I, says Fergus, am the best looking man between the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic ice pack. With limitations, says I, as to physio- physi- physiology, physiognomy, physiognomy, and geography, I freely concede you to be. Concede. Between the two of us, says Fergus, we ought to land the Senorita Annabella Zamora. The lady, as you know, is of an old Spanish family, and further than looking at her driving in the family carriage of afternoons around the plaza or catching a glimpse of her thought a barred window of evenings, she is unapproachable as a star. Land her, for which one of us? Says I. For me, of course, says Fergus. You've never seen her. Now I've had Francesca point me out to her as being you on several occasions. When she sees me on the plaza, she thinks she's looking at Don Judson Tate, the greatest hero, statesman, and a romantic figure in the country. With your reputation and my looks combined in one man, how can she resist him? She's heard all about your thrilling history, of course, and she's seen me. Can any woman want more? Asks Fergus McMahon. Alright, guys. The dialogue continues, and we gonna have some more parts in this story, approximately 3 more parts. Thank you for joining me today, and see you tomorrow. Bye.